with me right now, I have Annabelle Lam, our resident pet nutritionist. Yes, hi, great to hear from you again. How are your furry friends?
Thanks for having me. I had a wonderful morning. I didn't have to go all the way to podcast drive, and I'm now comfortably sitting in my apartment in Lantau Island.
You live so far away, and also it's COVID time. So
I need
so
the
we
fresh
understand.
air.
Yeah. No, I want to know. How are your furry friends at home? How are they doing?
My furry friends are not currently with me. They're with my brother.
Yeah.
But I visit them every week. All of them, because I might have to help with the move and stuff. So it's like one of these things. Yeah, family things. You don't want to hear about that. It's not fun. Boring. Tedious.
No, I understand. Everybody has those boring, tedious things. In fact.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
not when I'm talking to you. It's always exciting.
Yes.
How's your new studio?
Same here. Oh, the new one is actually better than the old one. Don't tell anybody I said that.
How's it smell? Do you need a pineapple?
About pineapple, I would love a pineapple, but it smells kind of like new. So even though it's not actually that new, but yeah.
So there's a trick. You put several pineapple in the studio, and it will smell fresh within 1 hour.
Really, pineapple?
But you have to take it with you though, because you don't want to attract the Creole little friends going to the studio. But pineapple, cut it in half and put it on a plate. Put it in your studio. That's a trick.
Oh, okay.
Animal friendly.
We are talking about, let's see, health, skin and hair and nail health today.
Yes. So to boil it down, it's all about protein, skin and fur. That included actually nails and muscles too.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to talk about skin and fur health, and which most parents in Hong Kong have, battling with these issues, like long-standing battles. They never know why they have the best food, they feed the best, the best product. And today I'm going to explain why.
Oh, I feel very lucky because my dog doesn't have that problem.
Touch wood. I'm touching for you.
Touch wood. Yes. But yeah, I've seen dogs with like this hair falling out. And so, what kind of common problems are there for their skin and for their hair?
Heavy shedding.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy shedding, patches of balding, locational hair loss, like patches of bald, like hair loss, and also dandruff issue, like the skin falling off. And when you look at the dog, it just doesn't show. The amount of love they receive, it just doesn't show on the outside, and we wonder why, right? And so first of all, we need to set it straight. Now most parents are into meditation, wellness, and eating pure food, like toxic food. But we need to know the entire body of dogs and cats, or even us, is almost all protein, minerals, and fat. It is necessary to replace these body tissue enforced with some complexities of protein. What do you mean complexities? Protein is not lab made. So the best source of proteins is proteins with a complete nutrition profile. Okay. Annabelle is not going to get too deep, but I'll give you some examples. Yeah. So the food that have the most complete amino acid profile are eggs and seafood.
Eggs and seafood.
Yes. Some fish that we could eat while feeding to our animal friends.
Is it true that most dogs can eat sort of white-colored fish, like cod, or?
This is new to me because I don't usually classify them with color, but because when they're cooked,
cannot trust Google. That's what I read on Google, so I was like, okay.
White meat. Okay, so when they're cooked, because when I see fish, I have this colorful image, like the aquarium. When you say white fish, I'm not sure.
No, I was thinking like they can't eat tuna.
I see. I know. Yeah,
sorry,
I know
if that sounded stupid.
No. It's me. I'm so isolated on my island. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's go. Okay. just 2 seconds on fish, 2 seconds on fish. So if you want to pick the right kind of fish for your dog, we usually choose younger fish and fish that from natural sources. But now our options are very limited. So I personally think we do what we can do. Okay, so we give them human graded fish from a reliable source. That's the best we can do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I know we've heard rumors about salmon, but what can we do about it? Right?
Yeah,
we don't have to feed salmon.
Also, I love it. So
we don't have. Just I mean, with moderation. So eggs and fish twice a week. Twice a week. Do what we can do. Twice a week is perfect. Okay. Yes, and this food is with complete amino acid profile, and this is the key to the skin and fur health. But also we have to bear in mind that the health of the fur and skin is a mirror to the internal health too. And I'm going to talk about why.
Yes, please. Should I ask? Why is that?
So what do we eat the rest of the week? You said twice a week, Annabelle. So the rest of the week we feed. Okay, well, if you have the recipes, or you can go download my recipe on my website. You have the recipes. You can cook for your babies, or you can buy food from different companies. And well, you can also choose to feed your animals their favorite meat, such as free-range chicken or grass-fed beef. Don't worry about the cost, because you're not, feeding a dinosaur. But what they eat, they're usually a very small amount. And I'm going to tell you how little they need. So they deserve you to give them the best. Okay, but before we get to know what we need to feed, we need to know what to avoid. Okay. So you would just take the note. Okay, protein. Okay, I got it. Protein, right? Protein. Okay. So what we need to avoid, protein isolate in kibble. Protein isolate in kibble, because when all the fresh food after highly processed food become rendering kibbles, the protein, they have to add the protein isolate to make a balanced profile. Right? These are not evil, but not the best.
So basically, just don't avoid kibbles. Actually, I think the whole series is saying avoid kibbles.
I personally would really suggest that, especially in Hong Kong. But we just do what we could do, and I understand that different household had a different budget or lifestyle, and we do what we can do. Okay.
Yeah.
And also we have to pay attention to animal protein. This is a very popular phrase on all these snacks and supplements. Vegetable proteins. What does it mean? So they are mostly sugar supplements added with the filler. So they have the protein isolate, and they will put, for example, potato starch, or they will have bean starch. They call it vegetable protein, but these ingredients, they do no good to the body. Okay? For one reason, just one reason. You don't need to remember all this. Just one line that you need to remember the rest of your life, even to yourself, because you never want to combine refined carbohydrates with protein.
Okay.
Just that this is a statement.
Okay. And I shouldn't ask why, because it'll take up.
Yes. Yeah, I will say. So refined carbohydrates, simply put, it's the same form of sugar. Okay. You say, I'm not going to feed my cat sugar, but by feeding those vegetable proteins, you're feeding her actually sugar. That's called refined carbohydrates. And it would create digestive issues, because their body is not going to recognize the food as food. They will see it as an object, and they will just push it away and try to get what they want, right? So this kind of digestive issue always show in the quality of the fur and skin on an animal. And it usually comes with bad breath. And most of these animals are picky eaters too. Very picky. Yes, but very hungry, but very picky in the same time. Not just because they're spoiled. They're experiencing some digestive issue, and you wonder why. Okay, so